Welcome, I'm Haines. I'm the founder of Sequent Learning Networks. Today I want to talk to you about a new product management lifecycle model. If we all subscribe to the idea that a product is a business and that the job of a product manager is to run the business across the entire lifecycle, then we have to have a reference in order to do that. But what's interesting about product management today is that we get confused. We confuse some of the development techniques with the actual job of running a product as if it were a business. So what we've done at Sequent is to figure out, and this is again through our benchmarks and through the research and through the diagnostics that we do, what does best-in-class product management look like and what does a best-in-class model look like? And so this model is specifically geared to companies that are middle to large size, fairly complex, working with multiple product development methods. Right? I want to explain why this is so important. So, number one, we're going to talk about key building blocks of the structure. The first part of the structure in this model talks about customer and market insights. And as you can see here within this model, customer and market insights are not the kinds of things that we go out and do some just-in-time research. We are collecting customer insights and market information all the time across the entire product lifecycle. And what that enables product managers to do is to create better strategies and goals associated with those strategies. So the reason we talk about strategy and discovery here is because we take the foundation of market data and we mesh it together with business information to create, again, goals and strategies for products. Now, I'm going to take your eyes to the other side of the model before we go to the middle, because framing this model is critical. Customer and market insights, strategy. We say, oh, wow, we create these goals and strategies. What do we do with those? Well, we decide on our investments, we bring products to market, and all the things that we do. How do we know how well we're doing? And so a performance-oriented mindset in this area we call post-launch product management is critical. This is where we're analyzing data, analyzing what's happening with the product's business, and we're wrapping all of these things together around this nucleus. Right? And this nucleus could be referred to as almost like product operations. This is the machine that allows us to plan, to decide where to invest, to scope out what a product ought to look like and how it ought to work. But more importantly, how the product ought to be built and get out the door. And so there are a couple of approaches that we take. One approach, more traditionally used in companies that are industrial companies and financial services companies, even business services companies, is some kind of a phase-in gate product development process. And that new product development process is widely used. It's been used for decades and decades and decades. And we can't take that away from companies. Yet companies today are acting more lean, they're more agile, they're creating prototypes, they're creating models, they're creating mock-ups. And those models and mock-ups are actually influencing the strategy of the product. And so as companies are iterating, they're creating these prototypes, they're creating these models, they're checking with their customers, they're validating with market, and then they're deciding, well, what do I do? And should I get it developed in a way that says, wow, maybe I should get it developed in a phased way, or maybe I should get it done in an iterative or agile way. And so what we've done with this model, we've now said, oh, okay, we will pay respect to all companies that use phases and gates, but we will also pay respect to companies that do iterative planning and design. All right? They use design thinking and things like that, but they'll do agile product development. And so we now make a distinction between waterfall development or phase and gate, or agile product development, which is the iterative development of products and releasing those products to market. And notice also that this agile process actually extends into post-launch product management, which means you're working the feature factory for a certain period of time until you figure out that, wow, maybe it's time to end of life the product and figure out what to do and replace it and create new strategies. So I want to wrap it up with an understanding that we look at product management through the lenses of customer and market insights, strategy and discovery, and post-launch product management, and through the method of product development that works for your company. And so this mixed mode development is critical to how companies can operate and be successful. And this is why we at Sequent Learning Networks have really cracked the code on the product management lifecycle model. We hope you'll join us soon. Thank you very much.